Hello and welcome to the Cerulean Hills by night for what will be our level 4 episode of Red Reborn. The night sky, as you can see, all lit up with the stars, and bizarrely enough, we seem to be using our horse as a tent here. So, yeah, not quite sure what's going on there. I dismounted and sat down, and the horse just stayed there. So, okay, fair enough. I think there have been little bugs in the past, haven't there, involving Warforged and horses. So maybe there's something that's still going on there. Not too much to report on the gear side. I think it's exactly the same as it was. Enhancements, we've just continued on in the battle engineer tree. We've got the second core there for a bit more bonus on our weapon, and a bit more on the rune arm as well. We've pushed the AoE to the second one, so plus 20% damage now. And with any points we get now, I'm going to, well, I'll first activate the imbue, because the spell I took for level 4 was elemental weapons. I could have gone and inscribed, they can inscribe scrolls like the wizards can, the Artis. So I could have gone and found a scroll for repair moderate. I don't think, we don't have it yet, do we? No. Could have gone and found a scroll for that, but we're doing okay on the oils of serious repair for now. So I'll stick with that. And yes, this elemental weapon, sorry, will give an extra imbue dice as soon as we do pick up that imbue. So that's going to be my... Oh my god, this is getting worse. I can't even steer this horse now. What is going on? Horse is going off with a mind of its own. Oh my god, I've been abducted. Right, okay, enough. How do I... Let's mount the horse. So there's oh, what the hell? There's clearly something wrong with the horsey side of things. Can I just get rid of the horse? Okay. And if we... honest to God, I didn't know about any of that before. I literally just sat down there and the horse stayed. So all the rest of it was a bit of a bonus, and now I'm lost. I need to be over... We're going to try and do the 2 war cups here in the Cerulean Hills first, and then the 4 gatekeepers quests. Now this one in particular that we're coming to, the is it Nash's caravan? You can get swamped quite badly by opponents, so I expect the AoE here to be particularly helpful. Just the one death so far this life. We had a red crown caster. I went into the steam tunnels, and one of the hobgoblin casters, I think it was a flame strike, and just boom, gone. So yeah, beware such things. That's where we do feel the absence of the evasion, because with evasion you can basically just laugh at things like that. I'm not quite sure whether I should try and make a big group, or whether I should try and go slowly here. Maybe a cross between the two. I think this lot are going to come ploughing into us anyway, so might as well try and get rid of them. Oh, lovely, lovely stuff. I've got some more coming from here. Nice. And then there's the ones around the barricade. Can we get them already? Yes. It's a shame we don't have an exploding... Oh! Yeah, an exploding rune arm would have made short work of that barricade. I'm trying not to move too much, but they're going to make me move, aren't they? Is there a caster up there? Yeah. Okay. So not too bad. Let's wait a second, use the healing potion.
A crude barricade across the road to discourage anyone from returning to the farm.
Not bad. So we've managed to stack up quite a few of the archers' focus, although I keep moving now, so I would suggest that keeping moving in this area might be a good strategy, because there's stuff coming, or maybe not. I'm going to stand still, see what happens here. We managed to get up to 12 there. That's not too shabby. So it has made quite a difference to the punch we can pack, which when you're facing these red crowns is quite helpful. Kill or be killed with these things. Oops. So we're one clipping, I can't say one shotting because we've got 3 shots in our clip, but one clipping a majority of the opponents now. Now this could be a good one for the AoE. Yes! Death from distance, people. Can't beat it. And the rune arm shots look to be seeking as well, so they're not like the warlock, what do you call them, stricken and consumed, that just go to where the target was. They seem to, this one at least seems to seek the target, which is nice.
To act quickly to save Nash's house from the flames.
I tell you one thing I haven't done, spot the deliberate mistake, I haven't added our Reaper points on for level 4. So if we are lucky enough to survive this unscathed, I will recall out and see to that. Should have a nice lot of stacks here. I don't want to stand too still against him, but let's try. Okay, not too bad. Yeah, when they were moving, and when they're moving, things tend to go astray with the ranged attacks. So the preference is to hit them when they are stationary, as we did that time from distance. I have a feeling that because we have 3 shots with those AoEs, there's a good chance that at least one would hit, whereas with the standard bow, when you only get 1 shot, if it whiffs, and that's it. Okay, let's recall and put the Reaper points on and go back in and do the job properly. So this would be a good point to mention that unlike many characters or many classes, this one needs 3 trees from the Reaper. Well, would like things from 3 trees. So we're obviously in dread for our ranged power things and our double shot boost. That's what caused me to remember I hadn't put the things on the Reaper strike. I was looking for it and not finding it. Tactic DCs as well, very nice. Not so much dex, not really that fussed about that, although we will probably have to take some just to move up the tree in time. Here, trying to remember, not the spell DCs, intelligence obviously. Do I ever put a point in there? I can't remember. Spell power certainly for our repair spells and our imbue. And then here we've got reflex save because we will eventually pick up evasion. Constitution. Dodge, I think we might be capped anyway eventually, so I'll leave that. I would like to put a point in each of these. I'll leave that one because I think we might be a bit tight. He is doing rather well though. I'll say just short of 70 points to avoid the inevitable tomfoolery. And I think from memory we have about a dozen or so in here, and then maybe 30 odd in there, and the 21 in here. So I'll put that one in there. Right, let's go to the other walk up, the free the captives, isn't it? Hoping that the horse behaves itself this time. Hoping also I'm going the right way, because I'm coming from a different way than I normally would, and as you might know if you've followed this channel for a bit, if something gets done out of order it throws me all over the place.
This caravan has been looted and ripped to pieces. Judging from the debris, this happened quite
I think we have the perfect build to tackle this quest. The things just come in ones and twos, don't they? Mostly ones, isolated ones, and we can do some nasty damage against isolated single targets. Is that a boss there? Oh, come on then. So the caustic shot is doing, the caustic shot as well as the extra acid damage does 20% extra damage on a hit. So it's worth throwing in, especially at this early stage where we don't have any other special shot to do. I'm going to try and stand still for a second if I can. Did manage to stack a little bit of the archer focus there. I think there's something behind us that I haven't seen. As long as it's missing us, that's the main thing.
Center of the river into a fortress. The orcs must be waiting at the very somewhere atop the smaller island. A deep orc voice barks orders. It must be the orc commander directing his.
Oh, that one needs. Oh, this one needs getting rid of too. Come on. Oh, red crown. Yeah, I was taking my life in my hands there, not moving. I was determined. Yeah, we got a decent set of the stacks. That really was him or us. I think there's some wolves around here somewhere. Ideally, I'd like to round them up and hammer them together, along with these Muppets guarding the gate here. I think I've been rather too ambitious here. But that was somewhat of an illustration of what the AoE can do. Ooh, crown. Okay.
A crumpled figure lies inside a nearby cell. It must be one of the.
Come and help us. I thought I saw a wolf somewhere. I did see a wolf somewhere. Blurry, so we don't have true sight at the moment.
captive lies inside the nearby cell.
What would give us true sight? I can't remember what he uses for that.
You see a captive inside the nearby cell. Judging from the clothes, you freed Lady Asdor
Okay,
and her bodyguard.
let's let him have it, people. One of them in there seems to be doing a bit of tanking for us, so I'll take that. Stand. I should have used the Hood of Unrest. Hopefully I don't come to regret that. Okay.
The Ghoul tribe's plan to ransom captives taken from the Cerulean hills has been ended.
Not too bad. So against everything else, apart from the big boss, we were wiping it out in one clip more often than not, which was great.
Continues east into territory
Let's see how we go on in the newer quests. We've got 4 of them here in the Gatekeeper Grove. They're all level 3 quests, so the Reaper ones are effectively 1 level above our level at the moment, so maybe we'll struggle a bit. I don't know. Let's see.
Desperate farmers are still left, and from the looks of the land here, rewarded.
Okay. I think we might be able to get the imbue going after doing this chain.
You've entered the
And we
ruined
might also be able to
temple
make
by
better
small
use of the AoE here, because
Foxpaw
things
came
do
here
tend to
find
come in
some sort
packs
of
in this one.
sacred bounty. It's time for you to figure out just what that was.
Awful birds.
Of a telltale scent of blood.
So I'm going to take it steady, wait for the AoE to come off cooldown, and then go for the next lot. Not bad. So if we had the maximum one, if we had the 30%, maybe we would be one-shotting those packs, which would be pretty awesome.
The air grows more humid as you approach the next chamber.
Try and get into this corner. Oh, there's a Reaper in there, okay. Switch the bow. See, there they were moving and the AoE shot just went a bit bleh. But generally speaking, it's standing us in good stead. Without it, we would be struggling at the moment. We've had a nice little boost from the Reaper points, which is great. We do seem to have a little bit of lag here, maybe a lot of lag at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't cool, is it? Oh, come on, game. Okay. Hitting range shots is even worse when it's lagging like that. Hopefully it'll pass. Let's try and get them to surround us. Now there's the problem with the waiting and using yourself as bait. That crown ate half my health.
A faint clanking can be heard echoing down the hallway. Why is the sound of gears heard inside a temple devoted to the goddess of nature?
Trying to stay still again. Yeah, did well there. 15 stacks. Brutalized them. What are we going to do with these? I think we're just going to leave them.
Cool, damp air flows up from the caverns deep below.
Yes, got rid of the danger one. Nice. I was hoping to get everything in that. We didn't manage it. Okay. Let's wait for it to come off cooldown. We'll use the Hood of Unrest in
You
here, I
hear
think.
the scrape of metal claws on stone coming from the area ahead. From the eyes of the
Get rid of the
mechanical
minions first, and then we're just going to have to stand and hope that... Oh, no, not the lag again. Please, game. I was going to say hope that we outlast him, but the lag's playing a part here, isn't it? Okay.
collapses into a heap, and sparks of electricity jump into the nearby rune-carved stones.
Oh, man. Yeah. Not a great advert for the game in general, this quest.
The air grows warm here.
Having said that, one of our bear party has just come back from a bit of a sabbatical on the Elder Scrolls game, which I know nothing about, but he's been telling me little bits and pieces. And one of the things he did have to say was that that game was, if anything, more frustrating for issues than this one is. I mean, here we've just seen some slowdowns and lags, but he would tell me that maybe sort of up to 5 or 6 times in a gaming session he'd just be booted out of the game completely, and in the end that's what he says did it for him. So maybe the moral of that one is the grass isn't always greener. But I would welcome a slightly less laggy next quest, please, game. Especially if there's piles of those scorpions in it. Why don't I do myself a favour and add the Reaper's Strike on there?
Before she disappeared, Lily Hargrove returned home in search of something bright and loud. All you see when you enter is an old woman sitting alone by the fire. She doesn't seem to notice you.
Unlike the
Old woman
bow,
rambles on, her thoughts
the
clouded by some
crossbow,
terrible
if you didn't know, these
experience.
conjure bolts, it
Suddenly,
just
a shadow
units of
passes over
1,000
her
bolts
face.
in your inventory, and these can actually run out, can
She
and do
gasps.
run out mid-quest, unlike the sort of everlasting conjured arrows you get for your bow. So that does need keeping an eye on and can lead to some frustrating moments at times, especially in boss fights. I've gone both ways with it at times. I got into the habit once of clicking a couple of things of ammo after just about every quest, and then finding out at the end of the gaming session that I had about 20,000 crossbow bolts in my inventory and was actually walking much slower because of it. So there's a happy medium
You
somewhere.
find a dull and rusted scythe among the other garden tools in this workshop.
Again, I'm going to try and make good use of the
Perhaps you'll need it outside.
AoE here and the Reaper Strike. I completely messed that up. Best intentions and all that. I'm missing my goggles of true sight, which would have seen a lot of these early secret doors. As I mentioned before, they've been seconded to my other character, Purple, and I'm not really a fan of swapping and changing gear between characters as the leveling is going on. That was a nicer one, that was good. I can't help but think if we had the 30% on that, we'd be one-shotting a lot of things with it. Or indeed if we had the imbue going, because that would apply to every shot.
Find yourself on the back porch. You use the scythe to cut down the bamboo that is sprung up around
Ooh,
the forest
swapping.
stretches an overgrown wasteland.
Swapping back.
Remains of the family's crop field. You pause, struck by a headache, as a cold voice sounds around you.
Yeah, I look forward to not having to do that in the future, but unfortunately at the moment
You hear the
that's where
ghostly
we're
voice
at.
again.
Having to have a
Almost
Reaper
there, Lily.
crossbow and a starter thing for standard things. It's worth doing given that our standard thing is the Vorpal one, I think. So outside of combat, our Cure Series oils
The
are
maze of
certainly
overgrown
doing the
shrubbery
business
leads
still
you
for
to-
us.
Do you remember, Lily?
The voice rasps. Lily's family turns in surprise to see their estranged daughter.
So let's save the
Notice
AoE
that
until
something
the
about her seems
big
wrong.
pack of, is it scarecrows and or birds comes. Maybe I could
Briar
try and
screams as the
stand
bird
still and round them
descends
all
upon
up here
Rosemary and
somewhere.
Sage.
Your songs are mine now, Rose!
Lily says.
You'll all see. My voice will shake the
Let's try to
world!
remember the Reaper boost.
When the vision fades, an incorporeal figure appears before you.
You were always so jealous.
Yeah, that's looking good.
And now
Oh,
look
nice.
what you've done. You have my songs. Come and get them.
Blinded and enraged, the phantom plunges toward you.
Nice.
The phantom shrieks, her voice echoing through the clearing and sending a sharp pain to your skull. But soon she dissolves into a thin mist and vanishes. You found Rosemary's songbook, but most of the pages are torn and missing. Perhaps there is
I
something
don't have much
else
in the way of
nearby that
strength,
can
so I'm not
deliver a song back to the
looting
gatekeepers.
everything in the chests.
You
I'll try and
realize that
change that up a
Rosemary's
little bit when
parent has
we
learned to
when we
repeat
finally
parts
get
of her
some
songs.
strength going.
With the bird in tow, you can finally return to the gatekeepers and leave this cursed place behind you.
This is undisputedly the favourite quest of my cold druid for obvious reasons. But on Red's build, I have met a grisly demise in here on more than one occasion. The Red Crown elemental type things do not mess about. Or as the bear likes to say now she's learned the phrase, they are no picnic. So, where am I? Please tell me I've got fire shield scrolls here. Oh, I can't use them, can I? I'm not level 5. Oh dear. Oh, this ain't gonna go well, is it? And now I think, is this? Oh no, there's no lag here. Come on. Yeah, oh there is lag here. That's lag.
You've arrived
Okay.
at the main shaft of the abandoned
Let's
mine.
just check our
Security
resistances
constructs
over
shuffle
here.
around
That's not
nearby,
good.
Still active long after the miners left. A note placed above the lever reads, "Entry to mine 2A is forbidden."
So we could
due to
really get
collapsed
hammered
wall,
here.
dangerous terrain, and hostile creatures. The rotting wood
Oh, a
snaps as you
stone
step
guard. It would be, wouldn't it?
into the fiery
I'm gonna
pit
have to
below.
move.
You don't
Oh
see
my
any
god.
way to get back,
Yeah, this
so
could be and
no
probably will be a death here. Yeah, AoE to the rescue. Okay, let's stop here, lick our wounds. Now we've got some more range to play with, so we're going to attack them at absolute maximum range here. But as you saw there, those crowns, they are pretty despicable. I'm going to use the Reaper boost again. Trying not to move, but I'm not sure that's the best plan because they're going to roast us if we stay like this. Okay. Where's the... Oh, the cold is from the icy festival thing, isn't it? Wondered where that was coming from. Right, that thing's got to go. Got to go, people. Oh no! Yes, yes, yes. Okay, yeah, that was the big danger, the crown again. I suppose on the plus side, at least the final boss can't be a crown himself, can he? Now, can we get... I think we have spellcraft that will get us through here, don't we?
A nearby Caneth crystal hums with magical energy. It's connected to a barrier.
I think I should abandon the staying in one place strategy. That's not going to end well, is it? Let's just circle him and hammer him. I'm going to save the big AoE for when the trash comes up. Try and kill him so at least we've completed the quest. Well, that wasn't as bad as I was expecting. So the worst things in there are those crown elementals, aren't they? They're devastating.
Capstone was sent here to collect.
The old
Apologies if you can hear my dog Hazel eating in the background.
must have dug one too many times.
She's upset today because I normally put her a bit of tinned tuna in with her food, just to make it a little bit more appetizing because she gets the dry food, the kibbles. But I've run out today, so it's the boring stuff. So she turned her nose up at it initially. I leave it down and she comes for it when she's hungry.
A groan from the nearby cot shows that this orc elder is alive, though not in a
Gather it,
condition to
gather up,
receive
gather up. That looks good, does it? Yeah, it does. Let's try and do that again. Try and bait him in with a few shots and then... Boom, yes. Now will it work on the birds? It should do. Oh! Didn't have a chance to change the weapon and it almost cost me. Okay. Let's just stock up the health. Right. Gather round, people. Gather round. Oh yes. Oh yes. That's for all the times you guys have shafted me in the past. Not today. So I don't have the spells or the scrolls, so I'm going to have to do this the hard way. Get that thing, yes. So a little demonstration of using the AoE attack to break the breakables, so quite nice. When, as we now, you don't have a rune arm that can do it, it's quite a nice substitute. So that AoE is doing some serious lifting for us, and I think you can see the difference between that and sort of plink, 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 plink is very significant.
By two large bears. Fortunately for you, these particular bears are stuffed.
Oh, what's going on here? I think this tactic is certainly more valid in the early game rather than the late game. Oh, that's lag again, by the way. I'm not deliberately pausing. I wouldn't advocate too much sort of sitting around and waiting for them to come to you, although I do hope to show that just as in the early game, the build is a capable soloer on mid-legendary content. That's what I'm hoping to to
Bull
show.
skulls decorate this
Best laid
modest
plans
fountain.
and all that.
Clear water gushes out into the basin.
I think there's another group here, isn't there? Yeah. Tried to get rid of the crown. Yes.
A screen blocks your path, decorated with masks and totems.
Now on
To your
my
surprise,
druid who
one of
has
the totems
wings,
begins to speak.
I'll just fly across there and bypass all this stuff down here. But sadly, we do not have that option. Are they all coming round here? Are they? Maybe we can just leave them behind and wander up here. Does that sound like a plan? I wish I had invis to get away from these birds. I'm just going to have to run and hope. I don't think they're going to come up here. So we've just got this group of birds to do. Oh, Mr. Fury, but I did not bank on you being there. I've not changed the weapon. Now we're in bother. Okay. Oh, there's some more. One of them's a crown. How dare you deflect my shots, you miserable creature. Okay, we got through alright. Missed half the pain at the bottom. Now there can often be reapers in here, so it always pays just to have a little look at the back. And if they are, get rid of them before the boss becomes active.
It seems that the final resting place of the Orc Elders has a watchful and hungry guardian.
I have to do some jumpy here. I think he's going to hurt me badly if he gets hold of me. I don't think I know. As are those birds. However, we sometimes have a solution for them.
You found what the
Yep,
initiate was
quite
sent to
pleased with
retrieve,
that.
the skull of an Orc Elder. Yet who was it that sent the initiate to plunder this sacred
So
site?
maybe
And why?
Maybe it was I was dibbling and dabbling about whether to do what I've done here and go straight for the AoE, or to go in the Harper tree and get us some more you know, intelligence to hit and damage and this kind of things. I think I probably did the right thing looking at what the AoE is doing for us. I'm not too disappointed with how that's turned out. And also, on the back of investing into here, we're going to get an early fusillade to play with, which will also be extremely beneficial against bosses. So I think then we will be able to just literally stand there, out damage them, and let the archers' focus accrue. At least that's the plan. So we said we were going to have our I've all but given up looking for a Vorpal weapon in the reward list. If I didn't have one myself, I'd think they were a figment of the imagination. So we said we're going to have the imbue. We'll bob that on, and the next points. Well, how many have we got in there? 14. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go 15, 16 with the next ones, I think, and then 7. Oh no, we can't. We'll go 16, 18. No, we need 20 in the tree to get to that tier, don't we, you muppet? So we'll the next two will be in there, and then here, and then another 2 points somewhere, maybe on the extra action boost, so that when we do get to there, we will have one more to help us. I think that sounds like a plan. Right, I think that's as good a place as any to leave it. It seems to be going along quite nicely, as it should be, because I've kind of cheated here, and I have played the class through once or twice, as you could see by the Warforged past lives that Red has. So if I make any glaring errors, well, I shouldn't do. I hope not. Okay, that's it for this one. Thanks very much as always for looking, and I'll speak to you next time. Take care.